Hey everyone, Courtney Datman here with eXp Realty, team leader of the Courtney Datman team and co-founder of Beyond the Key. I'm here today with Gian Mantakounis and Jameson Donahue of Karr Barth Associates here in Bala Cynwyd. They are two local financial consultants, and I'm here to interview them about the offerings they have for the community and just hear a little bit more about their business to hopefully be a resource to you. So, hey guys, how are you?
Courtney, great. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely. So happy to be here with you today in their beautiful office. Isn't this great? So I figured we could just get started. Maybe you could just tell us a little bit about yourselves, a little bit about your background.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll start. I'm Gian Mantakounis, born and raised in Delaware County. I've been working in the finance industry for, I think, a little over 7 years. I've been with Karr Barth independently for 3.
Nice.
Yeah, Jameson Donahue as well, local Delco guy, born and raised. I've been in the business now for 5 years. Went to Delaware County Community and then transferred to Penn State. And been loving it ever since I started.
Nice. Where about in Delco, guys?
Yeah, I'm originally from like the Broomall, Newtown Square area.
Nice.
Springfield.
Yeah, Broomall, Marple guys, 08.
Nice,
Yep.
nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we love Broomall. All right. So, what's something fun or interesting about yourselves?
That's a tricky one. I was struggling with this one. I love to cook. I love the Eagles. Go Birds.
Go Birds. Go Birds. Still hurt.
Even
Still
in the
hurt.
top speed.
Even in the we still support. We're still coming through next year. And that's really it. There isn't that much to me, I guess.
And finance.
And finance.
Yes.
And finance.
Of course.
I'm gonna throw Gian under the bus a little bit here, but I'm a family guy. I recently got married this past summer. Gian did as well. But
Thank you.
Thank you. Other than that, I have 2 dogs. Love to just kind of hang out with my family. Excited to spend that time with them on the Super Bowl. So looking forward to that.
Very, very nice. So you kind of gave us a little bit about where you went to school and everything like that, but why did you decide that you wanted to become a financial consultant?
Yeah, actually, I was inspired through a few teachers I had when I went to Westchester University, and they had a great business program, and there were a few teachers that felt I was great at public speaking, great at communicating with people, and kind of found myself working in finance for a while on the back end, and then started working with clients, and I really fell in love with that, and I fell in love with developing relationships with people. Eventually, I found my way to Karr Barth, and I haven't looked back ever since.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, so for me personally, I spent a lot of my 20s thinking that I wanted to be in the golf industry. I was working in the golf industry. And, one of the things that I noticed was that a lot of the guys who were at the country club that I worked at, they spent a lot of time there with clients of theirs. And once I kind of started asking some questions to these guys, a lot of them were in some type of financial role. One of the things that one of my mentors at the golf course told me from day one is that if I love golf, to not do it as a career. That took close to a decade to really sink in. And so I made the switch over to here, and I've really been enjoying helping people since.
Nice. Did you 2 know each other before?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We did. We went to high school.
We went to high school.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, Gian had reached out to me, with his previous role in finance, and I said, Gian, you should come work for Karr Barth. It's a great atmosphere over here.
It's been fantastic.
Oh,
It's been incredible.
that's awesome. That's awesome. So what types of services do you offer to your clients? Primarily.
Yeah, so we specialize in holistic financial planning. We really have a 5-step process to really, help people understand where they currently stand, what their future goals and needs are, and help them, make recommendations along the way to maybe change some things to get to those goals quicker.
Right. It always begins with education. Educating clients is kind of the backbone of what we do.
Nice. Do you have what you would call like any type of client as your niche per se?
Oh.
And what would that be?
Yeah. Jameson and I work really well with teachers, people that work within schools. That's not to say we only work within people within schools, but
Right.
We know a lot of educators. We work with a lot of educators, and we just found ourselves doing more and more work with educators.
Yeah, the group that we work with here in Karr Barth is called the Retirement Benefits Group, and so we have a lot of relationships in school districts, and we offer the retirement plan for many of the districts across Delaware County and Montgomery County. So that's really kind of where we started, and it's really branched out from there, helping their friends and family.
So really, like any small company could just reach out to you at any time that's considering offering benefits, and you could get them fully set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
We work with a lot of small businesses, specifically with retirement planning. But that's on the individual level and also company level.
Right. Yeah. So you could just come in as a resource for all of them, or as an offering that's like a company-wide offering.
We do seminars for staff members about making the right choices now and for your future.
Okay. Awesome. So what's your favorite thing to help people with?
This is an easy one for me.
Yeah.
My favorite conversation to have with somebody is when we sit down and they're ready to make the change, or even better, when they're not sure but they think that they're close, and when we go over their entire financial situation and they're like, wow, that just gave me the clarity, I feel like I can retire. And people tell me all the time, I slept so well that night, and it's that is the most rewarding conversation in this career.
I think a lot of people feel lost and then overwhelmed and stressed out a lot of times when they start to think about retirement.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And they don't even want to have the conversation because they don't want to hear the bad news.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and a lot of the times it's good news. So that's a fun, rewarding conversation that we have.
Yeah, that's amazing. How about you? Same thing?
Similarly, I love reducing student loan forgiveness. That's been a bit of a niche of ours recently.
Do you want to take mine?
Yeah, I mean, we can sit down
for you.
No problem, and chat. We've had some great successes with helping people understand the opportunities that they have with forgivenesses, and kind of educating them more on that and kind of walking them through the process.
Especially your teachers, right? Teachers,
oh my goodness.
There's a lot of
help for teachers.
Yeah, there's a lot of programs for all people, specifically, with our niche market, teachers, nonprofit workers. So that's a fun conversation to have, not with a retiree, but somebody who's new in their career, or just kind of building, who wants to get, their, wrapped around, how do I pay off the student debt?
Yeah, because it definitely can be so overwhelming.
Yeah,
especially for people that go to grad school and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that this is like a very broad area, but what areas do you service? Like, how far reaching are your clients?
Oh, far. We've clients across the country.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we're licensed in many states, and if there is a client in a state we are not acclimated with or we're not super familiar with, there's resources here at Karr Barth that we can go to and say, moving forward with this state's rules or this state's laws.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I think a lot of bad things came from the pandemic. One of the good things that came from the pandemic is the ability and the openness to having these complex, in-depth financial conversations over a Zoom call. Where before the pandemic, nobody wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And then after, people are more open to having that conversation. So it's enabled us to have conversations across the country. Obviously, primarily we're based out of the Delaware County, Montgomery County, and Philadelphia County. But we do have conversations with people all over the U.S.
So you'll go to people's homes in this area primarily to have these conversations, in the evenings, the weekends.
Similar to you, where you're meeting somebody after they work. People have day jobs and they don't have time to have
7
these
days
types
a week.
of exactly. I try to stick to 6, but evenings, early mornings, whenever they are able to meet.
Yeah, that's great. That's really important. It's definitely very customer service friendly, I guess I'll say. And then how would people reach you? What's the best way to reach you?
Email. Phone calls are always welcome.
Email or phone.
Yeah, Gian doesn't sleep, so just call his phone number. He always answers his cell phone.
No, you think he's joking? I'm available.
No, cell phone, email. We're both on LinkedIn. Those are the best places to find us.
Awesome. I will post their contact information in the comments or the description of this post so that you guys have it if you want to reach out to them. Okay. So need to ramble anything off. Well, what's one piece of financial advice you'd give any stranger just walking down the street or anybody that you come across, knowing nothing about them?
Oh, man, that's a hard question.
It's a tough one.
It's a tough one. Without knowing the situation, start saving. start saving. There's even if it's $1, even if it's just a few cents every pay, start saving as soon as you can.
You know, I try to make it as simple as possible, and the way I break it down is, 50% of your income to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% to savings of some type, some kind, cash, retirement savings. If you can live by that of saving 20%, you're going to do well financially.
Nice. I think that's great advice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for your time today. I know it's
Thank
really
you.
valuable, and I
Yeah.
know you have lots of clients. But yeah, definitely reach out to Gian and Jameson. They are awesome. They operate as a team, so they are both available to help you. And then if you need anything else from me, just let me know. I can definitely make the connection to them as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great day, everyone.